today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from Houston. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go with Chubb on second down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1 yard. First down, Steelers.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the second down throw on target. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Herbert. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds if I don't get it? What's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Tree, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
The numbers in last week's game for Hooper. 7 catches, 74 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked. Defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluded. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. They'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a first down carry. It's Camaro. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A pass pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing? Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Play fake, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They run the option on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
Mayfield now. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. working out of the gun. Mayfield. This ball complete to Rager. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Mayfield with it once more. Steps away to his left. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Mayfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he hits his tight end, Ebron.
Herbert's pass.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
23 yards on the play. Second and 10. Again, Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Eric Ebron.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards.
To the air again, Herbert. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. So we've hit half. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you.
Seibert set to kick off.
All right, let's go. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Now Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's a 43-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score. And the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Normally, sure-handed Sammy Watkins had it and lost it, but it'll be second down. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw is going to be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? Well, you're a pretty good running team. If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down at the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.